We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome to the Freak Show. I am your host today, Bumpy McSquigums. We're diving into Ozymandias today. The secret games company Goblins Publishing and IndieArc are responsible for this game. Releasing today, October 11th of 2022. A big shout out to Goblins Publishing and Streamforge for not only sending the code to me, but also sponsoring this video. It means a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. That being said, guys and gals, they provided me with like a tracking link. Essentially, just click on it. It will send you to the Steam store page for Ozymandias, and you guys can purchase it right there through your browser. It helps a lot and lets them know that, hey, I'm someone that they should work with in the future. So if you guys could click on that link, it's going to be at the very top of the description. If you're going to grab the game yourselves, you like what you see, please do that. It helps me a lot. That being said, I played around with this a little bit. I have a pretty good understanding of the game, but I still haven't been able to win yet in a single-player mode. I'm going to hope that the story campaign kind of gets us in there a little bit easier, and maybe I can fully grasp the entirety of it. My first game went horribly bad. Second game went much better. Third game almost won, so I'm liking it. All right, so I've not actually touched the story mode of the game yet, so this is going to be totally new to me. All right, we got food, knowledge, wealth, and power. Oh, we got all sorts of little photos down here. Gertrude Bell reading to Maurice Bell in London, England. Okay, cool. Gertrude Bell looking serious, aged 3, and yeah, she does look at that. That is a face of concentration. In Harrogate, England. And then do we have one more picture, or just the? Okay, there we go. Gertrude Bell dressed for a ball, age 26. I don't know who Gertrude Bell is just yet. And Lady Florence Bell reading at home in Redcar, England. I imagine all these will make sense soon. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, 2 vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them, and the heart that fed them, are fed. And on the pedestal these words appear, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty in despair. Nothing beside me remains. Around the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. That's pretty cool, and that is by Percy Bysshe Shelley, published in 1818. All right, let's get into some gameplay here. Welcome, my name is Gertrude Bell. I am a British explorer. The professor sent word that you were coming. All right, usually I'm the red group up here. That's the thing that I've been playing, so looks like we're going to be something different this time. My expedition is nearly over, but I will return in 1901. I must explain what I have understood of this game I have discovered before I return to Jerusalem. You may wish to study it more after I am gone. Ozymandias was a great king of the Bronze Age. Do you know the poem? This place is his creation. They painted a map onto the stone plinth. Look, this is the Fertile Crescent. Yep. It was for a game which I've set up for you. That is your city. I have recorded your empire's food on the folder. Click the food folder. All right, cool. Oh, we're right down here. Nice. Here you can send out settlers to bring new lands under your control. Each flag you click costs food. Try it. All right, so essentially, it looks like it's going to wean us into fully grasping how the game plays, which I very, very much like because I was very overwhelmed at the start. I did read through the how to play. There's like 5 pages of a bunch of information that mostly makes sense, but until you get in and start playing around, it's kind of an abstract idea. And then there's a lot of frequently asked questions that also helped. I think there's like 5 or 6 pages of that. So there's a bit to read, but it's really kind of a very focused and streamlined 4X game. You go and you claim stuff. There's not this big complicated battle system or anything like that. And it's all about resource management and strategically maneuvering stuff around. You do have armies, but you don't physically go in and do like, all right, I'm going to have my catapults here. I'm going to have my archers there. So if you're looking at like maybe even a lightning paced 4X game, this is something that you're going to be very, very interested in. All right, click a flag. So we have some interesting choices here. So there are, I don't remember exactly how many. There's like 6, 8 maybe different types of land. There are hills, there are water or ocean, there are rivers, there are grasslands, there are forests, plains maybe. And I think that might be it. So we will see, or maybe these are desert, and then these are plains. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So, hey, all right, we gotta choose. I don't know which direction we're really gonna want to head. You would think that we'd want to head up here into like nicer lands, but now you must end the turn to see what happens. If you want to stop at any point, click the cog in to open the settings from where you can quit and go to the main menu. All right, to the hourglass we go, and essentially, if no one is contesting it, we just immediately claim that land. Excellent, you are underway. The first civilizations grew up alongside these bountiful rivers. You should follow in their footsteps. I will leave you alone for a minute now. If you make a mistake, reset the turn by hitting the eraser. So yeah, say you're deciding to go for something in particular. Like every turn that you end and you start a new turn, you get like 2 different opportunity cards that you can go for, and they have all sorts of different things like claim a river tile, claim a grasslands tile, build a city on a river, or whatever. And there's just a whole bunch of different ones. And eventually you can only have up to 3, and then you can work toward those. You still get 2 every turn that you can swap in and out. We'll see all this as we go. But yeah, I say there's a lot here, but you pick it up really quick. It's one of those games where you get all this info and you're like, oh my goodness. And then you play it and you're like, I got it. I understand. So, all right. So say you had one that was like claim 10 land tiles and you don't have enough food to claim 10 land tiles. And you're like, boom, 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 boom. You only get 9. You're like, oh, all right. Well, I don't want to do that then. Then you would just hit the eraser and you go back to the very start of the turn. Everyone who is playing takes their turn simultaneously. So when everybody ends turns, boom, everything happens at once. All right, control 6 river spaces. That is what we need to do. So let's get going on the river. End turn. Unfortunately, our food is potentially going to be a problem here. Actually, I think that might be our last river space that we need to get. 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6, I think so. Yep, did you notice it becomes more expensive to expand further from your cities? I did notice that. The settlers had further to travel. You must build new cities. Open the folder to see where they can be built and for how much. Save up your food if you have to. All right, so we open this and we can see there's a city here, 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 here. These are all cities that we can build, and they're around 20 to 25. So I'm probably going to go for the 24 piece here. And we're going to have to basically end some turns here before we can get it. All right, we open up the food, and blam. These ancient farmers learned to produce great surpluses. A lucky few were spared manual work and could dream up new things to build. That is how the first cities were born, and once established, they continue to grow, as must yours. You can do it in the folder once you have enough food. All right, so we got to grow a city. So essentially, we click here, and it tells us 72 down here. This isn't fully established yet. We got to wait a turn, and then we can take a peek. It's 24 to grow it to the next here. Now, I don't have all the minutia of like what exactly the upgrades do, but I believe if we hover over it, it should tell us plus 30 on a grassland, grow the city size for 24, and minus 20 on coasts. I don't know what that means exactly, but essentially it does make the city bigger, and each of your cities, based on whatever growth size they are, they exude power. Power is kind of it's almost like an aura, a way of like, from here, you're going to end up right now with 2. If we grow it to 3, we're going to have 3 power. And then it declines by 1 for, you know, each tile outside, 2 if it's 2 outside, and so on and so forth. So if you can really pump up your cities and use your armies together in unison, it really, really adds some oomph and gravitas to you. Plus, I believe you get more resources having cities down than you do just having basic things down, like just owning the land tiles. Now your empire is starting to look worthy of the name. To stand the test of time, your cities must dominate these verdant valleys. In this game, you win if you can build a wonder. All the details are in this book. It's going to be right over here. I will leave it with you when I have to go. Click on the crown. We just got to get our city population to 10. Here you can see, to build the pyramids, you must have a city population of 10. Yeah, nope, I gotcha. A new city has 2. Each time it grows, it gains another. It is up to you how you want to reach 10, but cities need food, so make sure you expand to feed them. All right, we just got to win the game then. All right, seems simple enough. I think we're going to go with some river tiles here. And right now, this is very watered down compared to what a full game is like. But I like that they're introducing... This is almost like an extended tutorial. I like how they're introducing things one at a time. They've thrown a story together for you. I think that's pretty cool because just having like a bunch of information thrown at me, I was like, it's fine, and I understand what they're going for, and people can usually parse through that as opposed to having to play like a lengthy tutorial much quicker. But I was like, man, I kind of wish they had like a solid tutorial, and it looks like this is exactly that. So I appreciate that. All right. I think we're gonna go maybe with some... Oh, we don't have enough yet. Are we gaining extra food? It doesn't feel like we really are. I mean, we are, but it doesn't feel like it. All right. I am going to go here and here. And then I think I'm going to claim a new city maybe up here. All right. Let's see what we got there. 23. We should be able to plop a city right there, I would assume. Oh, it's 30. Okay, that's fine. We'll wait it out. We got 43. Plop in the city. Boosting it up. And I believe that puts us at the population of 10. There we go. Okay, it's up to you. So I guess we end the turn, and there it is. You did it. I had a feeling you would. How pleasant it must have been when the world was young.
Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair.
Okay. When the world was young and there was so much space for everyone. As time goes on, these maps become a bit more crowded. But don't worry about that yet. Tomorrow I will show you what happened when our forebears began to record their knowledge of this changing world, and the wisdom of generations started to accrue. Cool. I like that. I like that a lot. That made sense, especially, again, like I have a little bit of prior playing around to kind of get a better feel for the game. And it made sense, especially knowing what I know. So that's good. It's good. And it helps you get to where you're going. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, British passport issued in 1883. Really? They had passports in 1883? That's crazy to me. Gertrude Bell picking flowers at Rounton Grang, England. Cool. Gertrude Bell visiting funerary monument Cubit Duris in Lebanon. 1902, Mr. Van Lennep in a local bar in Malkijik, Turkey. Yep, totally didn't pronounce that wrong. Hugh Bell reading at home in Baghdad, Iraq. All right, well, let's get into it. So now we're going to learn about knowledge. So again, all the stuff you kind of expect from a 4X game, you're going to see variants in different parts of it here. Like I said, it's very different from any other 4X game that I've personally played. And like I said, it feels almost like a lightning round. Like they trimmed down all the stuff that makes it super lengthy and take, tens to hundreds of hours to play through. And you can kind of finish it all up within a couple of hours tops. Oftentimes less. I think my last game was only like 40 minutes. So I didn't scare you off then. Welcome back, and look, I have a new game set up for you. And I think the more you play, the quicker you're going to be able to play. So you're going to learn quite a bit more. All right, what do we got? We are in another valley where civilizations grew up quite by itself at around the same time. Do you recognize it? Okay. I do not. The mighty Indus, of course, it is. And with it, a new folder. This game has more secrets to reveal. All right, we got ourselves a research folder. Here you can see the differences between terrains. The left column has technologies which decrease the cost of flags in that terrain. It does. So there's flat. Okay, we don't have all of them available. There's going to be might, or like military strength. There's food. There's research. There's flags. And then this is going to be cash monies. But for right now, we'll focus on the three that they're telling us all about right here. Okay. So essentially, when we click, I don't know if it's going to let me click on the food. Oh, the other column shows which resources the terrain produces at the end of the turn. You can research these technologies to increase the yields. It costs knowledge. All right, so essentially what it's telling us is we can reduce the cost of claiming a flag on a specific type of terrain by clicking on these. We reduce it by 1 food, essentially. Then 2 food, then 3 food, or 1 for each level up that we do for the flags. And down here we see that throughout all the stuff that we have, 2, 4, 6, I guess, and then we have some city population. We have a total of 7 research that we're going to be bringing into the fold. Maybe it's 2 per city here. So that's 6 plus the 1, so that's 7. All the rest of these we get nothing from. Okay, and then same thing over here. Each city is a -1 for food. However, for all of the things that we have stuff here, this is 2 for rivers, 1 for the grassland, and 1 for the forest. I hope that all kind of makes sense. All right, so research technology. I think I kind of want to still expand out to the rivers. So I'm going to go with a river food grassland thingy. And that's, I guess we could do both. As early civilizations embraced an agrarian lifestyle, they developed techniques to explore and exploit the land more easily. This knowledge was handed down, and each generation added to it until the simple ways of the past seemed like barbarism. But I digress. You may spend your remaining resources however you see fit, and when you're ready, end the turn. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and plop down another little grassland there. And, you know, we could probably do mountains as well. Because, like, there's a bunch of stuff, like, looping around us. I think that's fine. All right, we're going to go ahead and claim some land. Even though she didn't expressly tell us to do so, we're going to do it anyway. All right. How these newly wise citizens are wont to scheme and chatter. And this is the result. Opportunity. I have translated these and put them into index cards for you. I believe we are to imagine that one of our loyal subjects, or perhaps a trusted advisor, has come to us with a proposal. Do something and our empire will gain an advantage. Of course, a ruler has many of these conversations, and what's more, they must choose which projects to take on. Once you've picked an opportunity, you can view it by clicking the crown. Some opportunities have buttons on it, which can then be clicked. Select an opportunity. All right, we can claim a free flag here, or if we place 3 flags on a river, we will get all flag text. All right, so what I want to show you here, if it lets me do it, it's all these texts here. So instead of having to get 8 and 12 to get our full flag thing going on, we could technically forego that and get this for free if we went with the other opportunity. But I think we're going to go with the free flag this time around. I think that's what I would like to do. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to open this up. Oh, I can see you're itching to get on with this game, so I will stop badgering you. Don't forget to equip your settlers with the right tools for the terrain. You remember the flag technologies, don't you? Control 20 spaces on the map. Thank you. All right, I'm going to have her go away for a little bit. We're going to claim our free spot. And it is a free plains area, so that's fine. We have no problem with it. It didn't cost us any extra food or anything. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit here, a little bit here. We're kind of going for some of the cheaper ones right now. Don't forget it, when we get a little bit further out, we'll probably plop down a city. I'm going to leave this sitting here. All right, place 3 flags on hills, and then we get all mountain flag technology. I might actually do that. All right, what do we have here? I'd like to get more food, but it's going to yeah, more food for stuff, but it's going to cost us a bit. All right, we got 1 of 3 on the hill. Place 3 flags on grasslands, and then claim, and we get 10 per city. Both pretty nice, honestly. I'm going to go with this still. I'm feeling it. And I think we can make do with this. We're going to go with the grassland because it's a little bit cheaper. And there we go. We got a free flag on a grassland. So this actually helps us a lot. Okay, and there. Now we get all of our flag text for this. See? That's all maxed out now. It's the same thing as the river, but we did with the grassland. So that works out very nicely for us. And we're going to be able to do that with this soon as well. And we need 40, what? 45 or 30 if we wanted. Yeah, that'll give us more food. We have a lot of grassland, so this is the one that makes the most sense to get. So now we're getting much more food per thing. 3 desert flags, or we can claim a free rock. Let's do the rock. All right, claim this, and boom. And now we have all the rock flag tech as well, which is great. We're going to go plop down a city over here. And we're going to end our turn. I don't think the water is going to be useful. Build a city, 5 plus states. Neither one of these are really great, to be honest. There's really no water around us. I guess this is the best thing. See how much faster we can go with the help of a little local knowledge. I dread to think what would become of me without my trusty traveling companions. Speaking of which, they tell me the weather is turning. I must set off for Jerusalem the day after tomorrow. We have 2 more days together. It will be enough. Let's see how to win this game. Click the crown. Now, you have a choice. The target is still 1 crown, but there are 2 wonders you can aim for. Do you wish to be the leader of many or a master of all you survey? Why? So we can go for city population, or we can go for 30 more spaces on the map. That's an interesting choice. Okay, let's see here. We do have all the rock technology, right? Yeah, we do. All right. I almost feel like it's going to make more sense to expand out a little bit here. I am going to slowly get the river one done as well. There we go. So now we can get more on the river. I think we're going to go for a sheer number. I think we're going to go for the city this time. We did the city last time. Grow all of your cities in 1 turn. Or we get per grassland. Oh, this is much better for us and what we're after right now. Bam, we just got 20 food for the grasslands that we claimed. Or that we had laid claim to, I should say. Alright, 4... Before... we could go that route. 5, 5, 6... Okay. Let's end our turn. All right, we got a free river boatman flag there. Okay. That will be very nice. Let's claim that. And let's think about... I'd like to get the City 5 away. I don't know that we can do that, but I would very much like that. Oh, we can get into the water over here. I wasn't sure if that was even possible. That's cool. Alright. Now we're going to go up here. 3 forest flags, or... yeah, we'll claim one of these. Why not? Again, it all goes toward our overall goal here. We're going to go ahead and get some more food from river tiles. So that should be very helpful. Okay, gonna end the turn. Okay, we got a forest flag we can grab here. Alright, 1, 2, 3. I think with the next turn here we can probably get what we're after. Also, how many do we have? Okay, if we only do 3 there. Alright, 1 turn, complete 2 opportunities. I don't know that I can do that. I think I only have 2 opportunities. Alright. So if we build this here, finish that, and I think we are basically just done at this point. So, just go back through, grab whatever flags we want. I mean, this is well beyond what we need. We got so much food at this point, we're basically claiming almost the entirety of our perimeter here. And you can only claim 1 out from where you're at. I'm sure you guys have noticed here. Well done. Oh, are you going to talk to me?
Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair.
I always do, man. I always do. Well done. How knowledge accumulates, your growth was positively exponential once you got going. Truly, the city is our best invention of all. When we invented cities, we invented civilization. That's enough for today, but rest up. Tomorrow we learn what empires do. With all this newfound knowledge, less romantic tale, I'm afraid. Alright, guys and gals, that's pretty much the... No, we're a little bit beyond the tip. That's the above the water part of the iceberg. There's still quite a bit underneath it, but it's more than just the very tip, right? Like, maybe we're even a couple feet underneath the water for the iceberg. Either way, that's, well, the very beginning of our journey into Ozymandias. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, guys and gals, use the link at the top of the description if you are interested in grabbing the game for yourselves. It helps them track that I sent you, essentially. And basically, you just log into your browser on Steam, and you can purchase it directly from there, and that would be tremendous. So please go ahead and do so if you want to help support me here at The Freak Show. A big shout-out and a thank you once again to Goblins Publishing and Streamforge for hooking me up with an opportunity to actually have a sponsored stream and, of course, a code for the game. If you guys like what you saw and you want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, the publisher, any of that stuff, down below in the description, under the other stuff, near the bottom, actually, will be various links with all that information for you. Of course, like, subscribe, share. Don't forget the link, guys and gals. Thank you so much for stopping by The Freak Show. I've been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. We play, we fight, we conquer.